I believe in Dion. So moving on from Colorado, we got your team. We got Oregon. Shout out to Ducks. Oregon 9-3 last year, 7-2. We finally get to talk about a team that did well in the Pac-12. 7-2 in conference play. Won the Holiday Bowl versus my guy Drake May and UNC. It hurt me. I ain't gonna lie, it hurt. I'm not a Bo Nix fan, but he definitely proved me wrong last year. I'm not a hater either. He had a great year at Oregon. And speaking of the devil, Bo Nix returns, which was a shock to some people, probably NIL. Bucky Irvin returns. They lost Christian Gonzalez to the NFL. They lost my guy Noah Sewell at linebacker. They lost Troy Franklin returns. Jordan Burch transfers in from USC. Tez Johnson transfers in from Troy, who was quite clearly Troy's best receiver. And 12 starters return, 5 on offense, 7 on defense. 17th passing offense, 10th scoring offense, 6th in total offense, 1st in sacks allowed, which is the good part, 75th in scoring defense, 18th in third down conversion percentage. Jay, give me something about your guys at Oregon.
I think that Oregon has the second best player in the conference, and that's Bo Nix.
That's steep.
Yes, I know.
I like my boy Penix.
That is the toss up for number 2. But I will say that Oregon has a lot of holes. Now, yes, I do like them, keeping or Irving coming back, Franklin coming back, and of course Bo Nix, like you said, that was probably an NIL thing. And I expect their offense to be fast paced. I expect the same Oregon that we usually get. They're going to be very well. A game that they should win, they're going to lose, or a game that they're up big, they're going to find a way to lose. This happens all the time. But I will say that I think Oregon has a good shot of being the second best team in the conference. We'll see. I do think that overall team is better than maybe Washington. I think the toss-up right now is, are they going to be better than USC or Utah? I know they don't have the best player, but, as a team, I don't know. But the thing that does scare me is we lost a lot of depth, either to the draft or senior year or whatever. But, we'll see how it goes. But I do like Bo. Again, I was staying on that Bo Nix is the second best player in the conference.
I'm a disagree, man. I could throw Cam Rising up there. I could throw Michael Penix up there. I might even be. Hey, look, I know it's premature to mud, but I might even throw Travis Hunter up there. To be honest with you, Travis Hunter played both sides of the ball, and I don't even think he's playing his position that he should be playing primarily. He should be primarily a receiver, in my opinion. But that's neither here nor there. Oregon boasts the 9th overall recruiting class, which is really high. They first game of the season is against Portland State. W.
Yep, W.
From Portland State, we go to Texas Tech at Texas Tech. W.
W.
From Texas Tech to Hawaii. W.
Come on, W.
From Hawaii to Colorado. W.
Not even just a W. We're gonna embarrass them.
Okay, hey, look, that might be true. I don't know though.
Yeah.
From Colorado to at Stanford. This is all right. Look, this is a W, but for some reason this game is going to be close because I don't know why Oregon does this.
Very true. They do play down to their competition a lot, but I think they're going to destroy Stanford. I think the close games are coming, but no, I think I got us beating Stanford.
I don't know why y'all do this. Like, didn't y'all play somebody like Cal or Stanford close last year?
Yes, almost every game except for Georgia. Pretty close.
Yeah,
so,
Georgia was doing anything that game. I ain't want to bring it up. I did not want to bring it up.
That was crazy.
All right, from Stanford.
That's terrible scheduling.
From
Georgia,
we go to at Washington, which I have this as an L. You might think likewise, but I have it as an L because it's in Washington.
When I will say that is one of those games where it's like, if we don't play, we were going to get blown out. But I got it as a win. I think Bo Nix, he didn't just come back for the NIL, even though that's probably 95% of it. I think he wants to prove, last year, because all three of our outside of Georgia, all three of our losses, or two of the three losses we had, we were leading by like 2 touchdowns. So it was Arizona, the game that we played, last year. No, I have us beating Washington, even though it's gonna be tough.
I have Washington winning. Like I said, it's in Washington. Plus, Washington is the better defense. I know y'all will be coming for revenge though, because then Washington beat y'all in Oregon last year. It was like wasn't it because like a third or fourth down y'all decided not to go for it?
Yes, we didn't go for it. They kicked it off, and then it was a wrap.
Y'all remember that. So y'all do have a revenge factor on y'all side, but it's in Washington. I think Washington actually might be a better team this year, but that's neither here nor there. That's a little bit later. From Washington, we go to Washington State, where I think y'all rebound and get a W. From Washington State, we go to Utah. At Utah, again, being at Utah, I have this as an L.
I think that this is the first. It's hard for me to pick a W on this one. I do think we have a better offense, obviously, than Utah, but Utah is probably the most complete team in the Pac-12.
I can agree.
So I think that if we're rolling on offense, we have a good shot. But it's just, can we stop them? And we kind of saw that last year when they played USC. Every single time they got hit with something, they just came right back. And most of their team has come back. So I'm going to go, I don't like it, but I'm going to go, that's the first loss. That's our first loss.
All right, and I just look, the close game wasn't Stanford and Cal. It was Washington State. Stanford, y'all didn't win by as many points as y'all should have, nor Cal, but they weren't as close either. But all right, from Utah, we go to Cal W. From Cal, we go to SC, where I have this as an L. Caleb Williams, like Jay said, is the best player in the conference.
I think that we're going to win that game.
Look, I have it as a toss-up because SC defense, I have to see it.
That's exactly why. I
have to see that defense get better. But I have it as an L because I think Caleb Williams is the better quarterback.
I think he is definitely the better quarterback. But when we talk about the total team, I think at that point in the season, a lot of the holes that we need fixing and a lot of holes that we need plugging is probably going to be plugged. So hopefully you're playing, and that's USC. You're playing against the Heisman Trophy winner. You're hoping that motivation alone can get you like, all right, we're about to show them. Kind of like when we played, it was far ago, but when we played Jameis Winston and Marcus Mariota in that Oregon, that was the best defensive game I think I've ever seen Oregon play. It's like you're playing against FSU. So
what was that with Troy Hill and what's that the African cornerback name with that long name? Ifo, something like that. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
I think that's a win. I think we're gonna rise to the occasion and beat the Heisman one.
All right, from SC we go to at Arizona State, which I have that as a W.
I have that as a loss. I think that because
you have it as a trap game.
Yeah, I think that's a trap game. If we obviously beat USC, it's very hard to come back and then beat a team that you expect to win. Like, and then they're already looking at it as a trap game too. Like, all right, they have that such a high. We can get them. So let me say I have a win, but I will not be shocked if we lose that game.
Yeah, so you have it as a win, but it's a trap game. It can be a trap game. I got you. Yeah. From Arizona State, we have the Civil War versus Oregon State, which y'all lost last year.
Yes, we did. And
I had that as an L last year. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I love that defense. I'm sorry, but I have that as a W this year.
Those are one of those games, man. While yes, I understand the Civil War and everything. Those are one of the every single time we play Oregon State, I get it. But I don't remember the last time Oregon State had a better team than Oregon. But
I was about to say, I think y'all might have lost either. I'm gonna look it up. I think y'all either lost the last two or the last two out of the three to Oregon State.
So it's like we just struggle. We just don't come to play, except for this year. We're winning that game.
Yeah, I have y'all winning this game too. I had too much turnover this year for Oregon State. Y'all returned a lot of great pieces. Well, y'all returned the main pieces. So I think y'all do. I think y'all do win it. So for my final of Oregon, I have Oregon going 9-3, 6-3 in conference play.
I have what?
He be second place. He be third place. We'll see later on.
I got 12-1.
11-1.
11-1. I think I got 11-1.
Yeah, you got 11-1 because you have the Washington game I have as an L, you have as a W, and the SC game I have as an L, you have as a W. Yeah. So you have 11-1, 8.
11-1, baby. That sounds like maybe Final Four. Maybe Bo Nix?
Maybe you have to win the Pac-12 game for sure.
Yes, for
because
sure.
you know they don't respect the Pac-12.
Especially
you
now.
have to win that game for sure.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And you got to hope for some teams not to be undefeated. Like if Notre Dame with its semi-weak schedule, semi-strong schedule.
Alabama is undefeated. If Georgia's undefeated. If Clemson's undefeated, even though we don't know what they
I don't know if you watch. I don't have Clemson going undefeated. I have them going 11-1.
I actually watched.
I have them losing to Florida State. Yeah. I'm so high on Florida State this year.
Why though?
Jordan Travis, Keon Coleman, Jared Verse, and by the way, Oregon State won the last 2 out of 3, not the last 2 straight. But they once they stole my dog Keon Coleman, and they returned everybody they got from last year, that put it over the top for me.
Yeah, gotcha. Makes sense.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.